where is the middle belt? And what is your take on this idea of one north?
Thank you very much. That monolithic north is dead and buried. Kilba nationality in Adamawa State. Much of southern Borno, the whole of Adamawa, Taraba, Benue, Nasarawa, Plateau, part Gombe, part of Bauchi, FCT, Southern Kaduna, Kogi, Kwara, Kebbi, part of Kebbi, that is the Zulu side, Niger. All these were part of the areas considered. Now, if people migrated to occupy some people's land, it doesn't change the demography. The original people are still there. They are middle belters, and we call ourselves middle belters. And that is who we are. Now, the North, the British wanted the North to remain monolithic for some reason. They wanted it because they wanted to hand over power to the North. And they used middle belters to beef up the population of the North before independence. But all the same, we who consider ourselves middle belters going down history and memory lane are saying we are not northerners. We are middle belters. And the North has always considered us that way anyway. When it comes to such consideration as North, they say all of us as North. But when it comes to appointments and other considerations, they don't consider us as North. So why should this hypocrisy continue? Let them just say, we are middle belters, they are northerners. Let everybody be who he is.
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video we are diving into something serious that many Nigerians need to hear. A respected elder from the middle belt has boldly come out to speak the truth, and it is shaking the table. He says clearly, we are not northerners, we are middle belters. And guess what? He is exposing how the North, with the help of the British, used the middle belt for one purpose only: to boost numbers and grab power. This video reveals the strong words of this middle belt elder. He is not holding back. He says for years the North has used the middle belt for their own gain, but when it is time to share anything, appointments, benefits, power, they push them aside. Let that sink in. Use when it is time to count population, ignore when it is time to share the cake. According to him, this started with the British during colonial rule. The British grouped different nationalities together and imposed a system that wasn't theirs. He said even traditional titles were changed. Some were forced to become emirs, even in places where the people were not Muslims, all just to help the North dominate. Now he is saying enough is enough. He believes the idea of one North is dead and buried. It was a British plan to make the North look bigger and stronger by adding the middle belt people. But now he is calling out the hypocrisy. He said they call us North when they need numbers, but when it is time for appointments, we are not part of them. That hits hard. His message is simple: middle belters must stop being used. He wants to see unity with people from the south, to build a Nigeria where everyone is treated equally. No more pretending. Let everyone be who they truly are. Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I am talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thought after watching.
We've realized that our northern brothers who we have stayed together have continued to use us for their own purposes. But when it comes to sharing the cake, we are not part of it. The British, through indirect rule, brought these nationalities in the North under some system which was alien to us, to the extent that some of our traditional titles had to change. Some traditional titles which had traditional names had to change to either Emir or Emirate or whatever because of the dominant North. While the people in that emirate are either traditional worshippers or Christians. So all these are distortions created through the indirect rule foisted on us by the British. So today we are saying, look, enough is enough. You can't continue to remain docile in the same position all the time. You see a better position, you move to that better position. And because of that, we believe a better position now is partnering with people in the South, so that we can forge a better Nigeria where every Nigerian will have equal status as Nigerians, not some Nigerians dictating to others.
Okay.
So that's where we are.
I get your point. Thanks for that clarification.
Where is the middle belt? And what is your take on this idea of one North?
Thank you very much. That monolithic North is dead and buried. Kilba nationality in Adamawa State. Much of southern Borno, the whole of Adamawa, Taraba, Benue, Nasarawa, Plateau, part Gombe, part of Bauchi, FCT, Southern Kaduna, Kogi, Kwara, Kebbi, part of Kebbi, that is the Zulu side, Niger. All these were part of the areas considered. Now, if people migrated to occupy some people's land, it doesn't change the demography. The original people are still there. They are middle belters, and we call ourselves middle belters. And that is who we are. Now, the North, the British wanted the North to remain monolithic for some reason. They wanted it because they wanted to hand over power to the North. And they used middle belters to beef up the population of the North before independence. But all the same, we who consider ourselves middle belters going down history and memory lane are saying we are not Northerners. We are middle belters. And the North has always considered us that way anyway. When it comes to such consideration as North, they say all of us as North. But when it comes to appointments and other considerations, they don't consider us as North. So why should this hypocrisy continue? Let them just say, we are middle belters, they are Northerners. Let everybody be who he is. We are not ashamed of being middle belters, because we are proud of our history, of our ancestry, and our motto is our land, our people, our heritage. So we are not ashamed of who we are. So let the North play its game as Northerners. We middle belters will play ours as middle belters.
But also, in about 2 minutes, I also want you to interrogate the concept of numerical advantage of the North. You said something earlier on.
That is what makes me laugh, sir.
You said that the British used the middle belters to shore up the numbers in the North. Let's talk about numerical advantage. The North and numbers.
You know, yes. Thank you. The North they use this argument, we have the numbers, etc. Take the middle belt out, where are the numbers? They know they don't have the numbers, sir.
The most used and dumped region in Nigeria is the Middle Belters, that is also known as North Central. They've received the greatest deception and the greatest betrayal and should I say political marginalization. These Fulanis and Hausas, they know the sermon to preach during election to get to the emotions of these Middle Belters. Once it's time for election, they start preaching, oh, we are all Northerners, we are all this, we are all that. Listen, without the population of North Central, these Fulanis and Hausa are irrelevant politically in Nigeria. And this is what this North Central have refused to realize. A few of them had actually realized it. The political power that these Fulanis and Hausas enjoy in Nigeria today is courtesy the Middle Belters. The cultural gloating, the cultural power, and the cultural authority that they are the majority that these Hausas enjoy today is courtesy the Middle Belters. Because if you go to northern Nigeria and you want to collect data for census, that's population census, you will see these Middle Belters feeling Hausa as first language. And they have their own indigenous language. They all have their own internal language that they speak, that they use to communicate. If you've been there, you understand what I'm saying. But once the moment that matters approaches, you see them feeling Hausa, giving Hausa people more leverage, more strength, and they are yet to realize these things. When I was in Gombe State, this was my gospel. This was what I was telling them. You can't be flexing, romancing the muscles of these Hausas. And you guys have done it in such a way that everyone in southern Nigeria now thinks that once you approach Kogi, from Kogi to Connaught is Hausa, because of what you guys are doing. Now, if you look at your screen, this is a comment of someone from Middle Belt, North Central, saying that, oh, they dislike it whenever we associate them with these Fulanis and Hausas and blah, 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 blah. Listen, sir, with all due respect, you Middle Belters have not been able to prove it to the world and other parts of Nigeria that you are different from these Hausas. Because once election approaches, election is a very crucial moment to distinguish yourself, but no, you guys will team up with them. Any candidate they show forth, watch it. That candidate will win in Kwara, win in Kogi, win in Benue, win in what's it called, Niger. And then the only difference, and I hail those people a lot, Plateau State. That's the reason when I went to Plateau State, I felt like, this one I worry, this one I not worry. To be honest with you, I'm just giving you a very honest feedback. When I enter Jos, I just think this one another worry, because those guys there, they are purely different in attitude, the way they reason, and apart from Jos and maybe Southern Kaduna, you get, apart from Jos and Kaduna, every other place in the North Central, when it comes to behavioral pattern, you guys behave like them. Dressing, you dress like them. Food, all of you, you get. So I'm just being honest with you. So you guys are being used, dumped, and you are still in the game of giving them political power. I was discussing with some of my friends who, are Middle Belters, and I asked them, what have you gained from this parasitic union that you are in with these Fulanis and Hausas? They keep using you, they keep betraying you, and in return, they came to your bushes and they start maiming your people, kidnapping your people, raping, sacking your family, sacking your villages. Because if you look at the home of this herders farmers clash, it's in the North Central. The Fulanis rewarded you with banditry, kidnapping, herders farmers clash, and on, and you are still in this union. I call it parasitic union because you are not getting any positive result from it. Did you know what they replied me? All these Middle Belt. Did you know what they replied me, my friends? They said, parasitic union, but you give us Abuja, we don't get Abuja. And I said, hold on. If you guys are not thinking properly, is Abuja a commercial center? Number one. Is there any booming industry that can actually employ Nigerians in Abuja or employ Middle Belters in Abuja? A place where they are busy building estates, unnecessary estate everywhere, and people cannot afford it. Okay, let's go down to the politics. Are Middle Belters in charge of Abuja? Has any Middle Belters ever, assumed the position of FCT minister over the years? Even some of the local government chairmen, they are not from the region. From that point, they kept mute. They kept mute. Bam. So, see, these people keep brainwashing you people in the Middle Belt that you are the same. And I'm not seeing you guys fighting it. If there is you just need to realize that you guys have not been able to prove to other parts of Nigeria and the world at large that you are different from these Fulani and Hausa guys. And they are using you to achieve whatever thing that they want to achieve. When the crucial time of decision making approach, they will say you guys are one. The moment that time is over, everybody to your tent to Israel. And it's not only happening between the Hausa Fulanis and the Middle Belt. Every other language, every other state, when the moment of decision making comes, oh, we are all one. When it's time for reward, they will not select the goons, the cartel, and they will share the reward amongst themselves.
We are not happy that we're talking about Middle Belt. We will talk about the Middle Belt because we are not Arewa and we are not Connaught. Gone are the days when you do your appointment, the only thing you think about is Kano, Katsina, Sokoto, and you leave people like us that are from Benue, whom you claim to be you claim to be not, and are not considered in the scheme of event. We will talk about middle belt, and this is the discussions that we are going to take to the next level. This is a new generation. We will not sit down and watch. During the time that Buhari was the president, how many people from the Team Nation, let me give a classical example of the Team Nation, who happened to be the 6th largest ethnic group in Nigeria, was considered, even though we claim to be from the north. And we are speaking out now. This generation is speaking out, and we will carve our difference. I don't know, you don't like it, but we are going to propagate this message of middle belt. You are shouting middle belt is not in the constitution. Is Arewa in the constitution? Arewa is not in the constitution. So we will shout it, we will take it to the rooftop, and all the sons of the middle belt will rise. This is a new challenge for us.
As at 2023, from December 23 to 25, Fulani militia stormed 17 rural areas in Plateau State. Their target was Christian. They unalived 200 Christians in those communities. 500 plus people were injured, and many were displaced from their community. 28 churches and 2,000 houses were destroyed, and they also looted 150 trailers full with grain. Now the question is, when all these things were happening, it will take hours for them to do all of these things. Where are the police? Where are our military personnel? You know, this is a sign that Benue people, nobody care about you. Even your chief of your community, now them they cause all this problem for una. Nobody, if your chief cannot care for you, how much more outsider? It's not about Christian thing anymore. Take up weapon. Protect yourself, Benue. This is ethnic cleansing. Very soon, there won't be place like Middle Belt anymore. There won't be place called Middle Belt anymore. You know why these things is happening? You know, some years ago, we Middle Belts now claim Middle Belt. We dissociate ourselves from northern part of Nigeria. We did not claim northern part of Nigeria anymore. Now this is a pain to their heart, because the most people these people use are the Hausas and the Middle Belt. Now Middle Belt deassociating themselves from them will be a big problem to them. So maybe that is why they come up with this plan to cleanse up all my tribe, all my people, Middle Belt. And we Middle Belt, we are still sleeping. A lot of us are still sleeping. We've lost a lot of community to Fulani militia. Benue State, 60% of your place is gone already. When are you going to wake up? And these are just group of few people tormenting us. Why can't we wake up as people, Ben? Why do we keep running away from our community, from these few people that come to torment? Why are we scared of standing up and defending ours? The government did not love you, Middle Belt. The government did not care about you. You don't have anybody that care about you. It's that time we wake up and defend ourselves, defend our community, defend our... If we did not do this now, we will not have home. Our children will not have state to call their home. If our ancestors did not resist them during their own era, we will not come and meet Middle Belt. Middle Belt, don't forget, our ancestors fought till our generation. We are warriors. If we did not fight now, our children will not have home. We will not have home. Wake up, Middle Belt. Anyway, share your thoughts on the comment section responsibly. And for those that love to cry responsibly on the comment section. Thank you.